Going to be talking about building an AI agent today here. And so excited, okay, excited, y'all, as we get ready to go live. We're going to be building an AI agent on today utilizing the high level software. And so, listen, if you guys can hear me okay and see me okay, if you could type in the chat, give me a little something in the chat. Let us know what you do. Let us know you can hear me, something just so that I can know that everybody hears me okay in the chat. All right, thumbs up, thumbs up. Awesome. So listen, I'm not going to take a lot of time because y'all know my ADHD will have us talking about stuff that don't got nothing to do with what we talking about today. So if I go off track, just know it's not on purpose. I can't help it. But I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it because anybody else who has this superpower like I got, y'all can connect. But today we're going to be talking about AI agents. And so, first of all, let me just tell you something. When I tell you what they're doing in high level with this AI, it is mind blowing. And so, as of right now, today is, as I'm recording this, this is still August of 2026. Starting September 1st, if you want to use the AI features in the high level community, it is going to start charging you, just like you have to pay to use AI with chat, with Claude, with Perplexity, even Gemini. Of course, you can use it free to some level, but if you want to be able to create agents and do something, like create your websites for you and things like that, you're going to have to pay. But let me just also say this as well, y'all, because when I tell you the fact that you can literally make an entire website or web page with just a prompt in high level makes it so that I will never not be using the AI. Okay. I will pay for it because you literally, if for those of you who really tap into this, you can use this as a way for you to make some money. Like if you think about the clients that you serve, the people you want to impact, if they, for whatever reason, decide that maybe they want to have a website, they want to have some details, maybe you're creating experiences and opportunities for them. This is stuff that you can use not just for yourself, but for clients. Are y'all with me? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Give me a thumbs up emoji. And so everything that we're learning here, I want you to think bigger. I don't want you to just think surface level. Just think for yourself. Okay. I mean, think for just what you can do for you, but how you can help other people. Now, before we get into this, if you are a Book Profits Club member and you actually have access to our software because you're a VIP, we actually make this software for free. Anybody who is a VIP member, you get access to the software for the free ski, right? Literally, not only do you get the weekly meetings, not only do you get to come to the mastermind for free, but if you are a VIP in our community, you get to come for free. Hello, Raldo the ruler. What's going on, Kerwin? What's going on, Pastor Caldwell? Hello, everybody watching on Instagram. And so you get to get the software for free. It's included in your membership, right? So if you want access to the software, all you got to do, honey poo, is join our community by going to bookprofitsclub.com. You can actually join the community for free, but you join the community to go to Book Profits Club. And when you upgrade to VIP, you will get contacted by our support that will invite you to upgrade and get access to the software. Now, while we are here, let me show you how to contact the BPC system software support. Okay, so I want to show you guys how to contact them, and then we're going to get straight into today's training, showing you guys how to build out an agent. And I have a very specific thing that I want to do. So I'm building this out with you guys, which is super exciting. Like I'm building it in real time, but I'm going to tell you what the challenge is and what I need solved. And you guys are going to do it with me, right? How exciting is that, right? So y'all, this is fire. So anyway, so let me go ahead and I'm gonna pin this, but then I'm gonna share my screen. So let me share my screen. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Everybody, I'm going to share it over here too. If you are watching on social media, again, you can join our community by simply going to bookprofitsclub.com. Okay, so let me share with you how you connect with our support. By the way, our BPC system support, they're actually watching right now with us in this training in the webinar, and so she's with us right now watching, and so she knows everything we talked about today. Hello, right? But if you have questions, there's two ways you can connect with support. The first way is you can post directly on the timeline. So you can post directly on the timeline. Let me add it so y'all can see by just simply going to the timeline, and you're going to say whatever it is. So maybe you need help with email, sending emails, right? Something is going on, right? I am not able to send out emails. I keep getting an error that says whatever the error is, right? Or you can add a screenshot, right? So say you have a screenshot, you can add the screenshot into, which is pretty fire, right? So desktop, I'll just use a screenshot of something. Let me see, what's this? Okay. And then you could just post it. Now, before you post it, it's going to ask for category. You're going to select the category BPC high level software. Now, it is very important, right? So you see, I just posted it. Now, what's going to start to happen, because we want to make sure that we can help. So the reason why you would post this on the timeline is because there may be fellow BPC members who can help answer for you. I might be able to help answer for you, but maybe, you want to try to see if you can get somebody to respond quicker, because our BPC system support is not live every day. They're not live all day. And so if you send a message, let's just say you posted sometime in the evening, they may not be able to get to it until the next business day. So that's why you may want to use that. So what happens is we're going to go in here and we're going to actually look at the questions. And so what the goal is that once a question has been resolved, guess what we're going to do? If it's something that we might just need to keep up there, we're going to delete it. But like, for example, you see like this question, I'm just going to delete this, right? I'm just going to delete this post. Right here, I'm having a challenge with my social media accounts. I do not know how to connect them. So our BPC system support person should most definitely contact Deshonda to find out what's going on here, right? So this right here is not necessarily a question about the BPC system, right? No shade, no tea, Stevie. And so what we're going to do is we're going to delete that question, okay? So very important, guys, that you are only asking questions that pertain to the software in under that category, because if you do ask a question that is not, or, because we want to make sure that when we go here, anything that has been asked, right? Anything that has been asked in regard to the BPC system is resolved, right? Is resolved. So if we know that it's a resolved thing, we're going to remove it. So this is how we're going to be utilizing this, right? Does that make sense? So you're going to delete, we're going to delete anything that has been resolved. If it has not, then we know it's still here because it's still live, right? Got me? So that's one way. The next way of how you can actually, if it's more of a private question, you really don't want to put it out there, then what you would do is you're going to go here to members, and you're going to type BPC. And when you type BPC, you're going to see where it says BPC software support. You will then start a new chat. And so you're going to say, hey there, I need some help with ... Now, let me just make sure that we also have a clear understanding what our BPC system support is there to help you with. They are not there to design your capture pages. They are not there to set up your automations. They are not there to set up your AI agents. Can we do that? Yes, we can, but that's not what support is. And so just like with any software, if I have Active Campaign, I can't email Active Campaign support and say, hey, can you guys create an automation for me? Right? Does that make sense? And so they're there to make sure if you have some questions, like something is not working, to help you in that aspect. But if you want something done for you, there is an additional fee. Now, I also want to encourage you guys that when you are utilizing the software, so here is the software right here, which, as you guys know, this is HighLevel. It is a white labeled software. We have right here on the bottom left hand corner BPC system training as well as BPC YouTube channel. And so these are going to be different videos that are available that you can go in to learn additional information. So again, it is not our job of our support staff to be creating your capture pages, creating your automations to fix your AI. They're there because if something needs support, something is not working, you're getting an error message for whatever reason, you can't. Like, I'll give you another scenario. Let's say your A2P it doesn't get approved. Maybe you are doing your A2P approval yourself or whatever, right? Now, that is something that we're making sure that anybody who is a VIP member or above, we are working to get your A2P approvals done. So hopefully, if you got a brand new sub account, you should have gotten a message that says, hey, we need some details about your business so we can get you approved. But let's say you maybe signed up with the software with someone else. You're not using a sub account with us, right? If you're using it under someone else, and you're like, hey, I got declined, my A2P approval got declined. Can you help me get it approved? No, no, we can't. That is, you have to have a sub account with us under VIP or above. However, what you can do is if you want to hire us to get you approved at a discounted rate because you are a member, we can do that. Does that make sense, everyone? So I just want to make sure I'm giving you clarity because some people are thinking that the support is kind of like their VA. No, it doesn't really work that way, right? So hopefully that makes sense. If that makes sense, okay, I see some thumbs up. Okay, perfect. So let's get into creating this agent. Now, before I even tell you guys exactly what I'm going to be creating, I want to explain to you why I'm creating this agent first, right? So I want to explain to you what it is that my challenge is, and I want to share that first, right? So I want to create. So right now, in my sub account, I have over 40,000 leads. What? I have over 40,000 leads. I have just in our community alone, we have almost 180, 200 plus people who are in our system. Somehow we don't have all 250, but that's okay. However, do y'all know that we send out text messages to people, even in our community, and they just never reply? And so, how many of y'all know when y'all send out a text message, that costs you money? Now, it's not a lot of money, right? So, anybody that's in the community, they're going to be on the text list. But imagine you send out a text message to your entire email database of 40,000 people. Are we going to do that? No, we're not going to do that because you got to pay when you send a text message. The blessing about having access to this software, though, is that you can load your sub account up with $10, and that $10 can really, for those of you guys just getting started, can really like last you for a while, right? But I'm not going to message out 40,000 people about an opportunity to work with me if they're not as engaged, right? Also, because I want to be able to track people who seem more likely to get started, I want to be able to contact them, right? So does it make sense? Like I don't want to keep texting a person that doesn't seem interested about an opportunity that might be available today. It makes sense, y'all? Let me know if that makes sense. Just say makes sense in the chat or give me a thumbs up, right? And so, you need the system back over. Oh no, Tiffany. Well, let me know. Message me at school, Tiffany. And let me know what was said because you know I'm here to help you. But anyway, so right, so that makes sense, right? So I want to be able to track those leads and get calls booked. But this is another thing. What I don't want to do is I don't want to spend time back and forth having to converse with those people. I would like my AI to make sure that they're qualified and then get them booked through the system, right? So I first want to make sure that the AI can like pre-qualify this person before we get them on the call, because sometimes people will just want to get on a call just to get on a call. They're not really serious. They're really not ready to, invest. I've had a lot of people do that. Like, my time is valuable. Everybody type that in the chat. My time is valuable. So if I am getting on a one-on-one with someone, a 15-minute call, 30-minute call, as we know, we're getting ready for this 90-day challenge. one of the tasks is that 4 to 6 calls per week. We want to make sure that it's worth it, right? So, how do we do that? How do we make sure that we're scheduling calls with people who are serious? People who are serious. It's funny. I'm just leaving. Today, I was at the Atlanta Black Chambers Women's League think tank, and we were talking about this today. Just like how some of them will send out proposals to people, and the people just kind of go ghost. I'm like, yeah, because a lot of times people don't really be ready to invest, honey. They just be trying to see what you offer so that they can kind of compare. And I don't got time for that. We ain't got time to be compared. I want to talk to the people that's pretty much a warm to hot lead, ready to go, right? So, with that, I am going to create an agent that actually is going to pre qualify people and get them booked on my calendar. Are y'all ready? And so, the first thing that I want to do though is I'm going to show you where you need to go to set up your agents and what is like possible and what's available. It's going to blow you away. The second thing is if you have the BPC system, if you have a sub account with us and you do not see the AI available, okay, you need to let us know. But I'm going to show first where you need to go to make sure that it is turned on. If you're not able to activate it there, then you'll be able to send a message to our software support, or you can post it on the timeline so that we can make sure we get you access to this AI feature, because you literally have days left before it ends, before the free summer trial ends. Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen again. Let me share my screen again, y'all. All right. And again, also BPC family, this is the time where you also want to be having your VAs on. So regardless if you can be on this or not, you want to have your VAs on these sessions, okay? You want to always have your VAs on these sessions. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to make it look like something. Okay, cool. If you're watching on social media and you want to see the full thing without these smaller boxes, you need to join the community by going to bookprofitsclub.com. Bookprofitsclub.com. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen. Y'all, my eyes have been watering. When I tell you my allergies has been cutting up and I ain't taking no allergy medicine in like 2-3 months because I be trying not to. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so first, let's get into this. So when you log into your sub account, of course, guys, you know, it's going to look something like this, right? It's going to look something like this. And so what we want to first do is we want to go over to where the AI agents are. I want to show you or where any of the new features that are coming up are available. So what you first want to do, guys, is you want to click on settings. You want to click on settings. And when you click on settings, you're going to scroll down here to where it says labs. Under labs, this is where you're able to see anything that is in beta. And baby, I be trying to turn on everything AI. So I'm gonna type into AI, but they have a lot of cool things in the beta that you might be like, oh my God, I didn't know it could do. So you see like voice AI, end call, and spam protection. This is good. Because sometimes people just be calling in there, then playing on my line. Okay, playing on my line. So we're gonna see what else they have. Voice AI, prompt optimizer. You should see all these different things. AI Studio is fire, right? AI Studio, email AI, all these different things, right? You should see it. So you want to make sure the voice AI is important because this can actually be when somebody calls into your phone number, your AI can answer it, right? You can even have it to where maybe you don't want it to answer, but maybe you want it to just text. Like, so what happens is, y'all know there's a feature that when they call your phone number, if it, and you can have where it doesn't answer, the AI doesn't answer, but when they call the phone number, it could then text that person back and say, hey, we just missed your call. How can we help you? And then if the person then decides to reply to the text, then you can have your AI activated where it's now communicating back and forth with that person via text message, right? Does that make sense, everyone? So that's pretty cool. Prompt optimizer, conversate, like all this stuff, y'all, we want to try to have all this on, okay? If you do not see these AI features, then you need to let us know because we might need to activate it within your sub account. Now, we're going to get out of there. And what we want to do is we want to log in. We're going to get on our dashboard page, and you want to go to where it says AI agents. Now, they used to call it like super agents, but it's now AI agents. Okay. And under here, under AI agents, right? Under AI agents, then what you're going to see is okay. So Shay does not have the labs options. So make sure to our software support team family, if you are still on, make sure to update it so that Shay can get access to the labs options. If she doesn't have it, I don't know why she doesn't have. She should have it. Everybody else, y'all have access to the labs, right? Do y'all have access to the labs? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. So, anyways, thumbs up. Okay, cool. So once we get over here to the AI agent, you're gonna see there's so many different agents that you can create. These are all individual agents. Agent Studio, right? Agent Studio, which this is what we're gonna be making today, and we're gonna test it out together. I'm so excited. Voice AI. So this is when somebody calls into your phone number and your agent will answer the phone. And if you notice, it says inbound and outbound. What does that mean? It means that your agent can actually call people too. Hello. Conversation AI. So this is fire because what this does is it allows your agent to text. And I don't know if y'all know this, but your conversation AI can actually send out text messages. It can message via Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, all the things. So anything in texting, conversation AI can do. So you see, like I have a social media author All Star magazine. I turned it off, but if I want to be able to like send messages to, maybe I want to message some people on my Facebook business page, I can make sure that it's connected here. Knowledge base. This is where you train your AI. And if you notice, y'all, you see, I've trained my AI. I have a lot of different things. And so if you have not yet trained your AI, like if your AI doesn't know who you are, then you're going to want to spend some time training it with the knowledge base. I'm not going to go into that today. But this is where you're going to do it. And then you have some AI templates. This is going to be like the voice templates of the different people. And they have just gotten really good, y'all. I'm telling you, like some of these voices, they just sound so good, right? And so based on niche, based on what you want the person to sound like, if you want them to be of a certain nationality, if you want them to speak a certain language, all the things, okay? All the things. Content AI, this is where if you want your AI to create social media content, if you wanted to create email content, if you wanted to create website, all the things, right? So all the things, and then logs, this is going to show you when your AI has been out here doing what it does. Okay, so y'all see, I be doing the AI shout. And so you see, it'll let me know when my AI has answered a phone call. And what's cool too is you should get an email as well. So say someone calls your AI agent and they talk to them on the phone, it'll send you an email. But you see, these are all people who've called in, and I can see what they've said too. Because sometimes people will call my agent and be playing on my line, and so I can see. And we can make sure that if somebody want to get on there and play, we can block them. No, I'm playing. I'm just joking. But no, I can see like literally the conversation of what took place when they get on the phone. But today we're going to do an agent studio. All right, agent studio. Now let me just check to see if we have any questions before we move forward. Okay. Nicolette. Now, Nicolette, I don't know if do you have a sub account with us? Because Nicolette, I think you might be a new member. So I'm not sure if you actually have a sub account. You must be a VIP member in order to get a free sub account with us. So you have to make sure that you do upgrade, my love. If not, but if not yet, just still watch this. And if you decide you want to upgrade to VIP, we give all of our paid VIP members access to the software at no additional cost, right? And so make sure that you do that. You said it needs to be sure she clicked on set. Yes, make sure. Thank you, Tabitha. Correct. Make sure that you click on settings first. In order to see labs, you have to click on settings and go down to the labs. If you have not turned on your AI, you're not going, if you haven't turned on any of these labs, you're not going to see the AI agent at all. Okay. So everybody should be able to see it. Now, again, as I've stated, guys, if you still don't see the agent and you turned on those items, we might have to manually turn on something for your AI. Okay, Nicolette is a VIP, so we need to be. So Nicolette, our BPC system support, she will be messaging you so that we can set up. We should have already messaged everybody by now that's a VIP in the inbox. So please check your Skool, guys. Please make sure to check your Skool because by now, I believe she should have messaged everyone so that we can get your sub account created. All righty. All right, my loves. So let's go ahead and get into this. And we'll be working on getting all those other features set up for you, like Shay, just making sure that you're able to see the AI. We have to activate it. Zaria, if you know how to go ahead and activate hers now so that she can get access, let's go ahead and do it if you can. Shay Love Light. All right. And anybody else that says that they don't have access, let's just go ahead and get them activated. Activation. Okay. You got to turn on their AI for this summer session. So let me see. Let me see if I go to the dashboard, if it'll show me. It may not. I think I have to, because you have to manually activate some of the people's AIs. So anyway, so let's go into this because I want to go straight into this training. I want y'all to at least visually see it. And then, of course, guys, you can always come back and check out this later on, right? All right. So first, we're going to go to AI agent, and then we're going to go to studio, and then we're going to click on create managed agent. Now, you can, this is where you can create your knowledge base, which again, everybody is going to want to make sure you teach your agent what it is that you do. So you, and I'm gonna be honest, guys, what I would recommend is if you have not been using this AI at all within HighLevel, it's probably not going to know anything about you. But if you guys, for example, use ChatGPT or you use Claude, you can actually get ChatGPT and Claude to give you a knowledge base that you can use to train your HighLevel AI. Okay. Community moderator. And so, as y'all know, in HighLevel, just like how we use Skool, they have a version like Skool. And right now, we've been, of course, using Skool. There are many reasons why I do use Skool over our own community, but we'll keep monitoring it because you never know. We may eventually end up pushing over to just use the community, especially if they're going to have a lot of AI features integrated. Hello. Email campaign. This is where, again, if you want to create some campaigns for emails and things like that with your agent, that's going to help you to really identify good quality leads and whatnot, right? And so you got that. And then we have the social media posting. So how many of you guys would like for your HighLevel AI to just go ahead and create some posts that can go out automatically for you? And so now you've got some content, and especially for those of you guys who are doing the 90-day challenge, you want to make sure that you have something going. But it, like, this is the thing, y'all. For me, if y'all notice, I don't really educate heavily on social media marketing, like how many times you should post a day, how often, and all that stuff. Because the truth is that today more than ever is not as relevant as the fact that if they at least go to your social media, are you at least, even if it was a few days ago, talking about what it is that you say you do as far as transformation, how you impact people's lives, right? So that's the thing that's important, right? So now, I don't just like to, or you can just have a description of what you want the agent to do. So what I'm going to do so that I can do a really good prompt, again, I'm not just going to just put something blah bland here. I want to use ChatGPT because ChatGPT knows a little bit more about me than they do here. Now, eventually, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, like I could see myself literally using the HighLevel AI solely by itself. because I run my entire business in HighLevel. Outside of course, now we utilize Skool, but even with our Skool community, I do a lot of my communication through HighLevel, right? Because they don't necessarily have a CRM, right? So I can see myself eventually getting to the place where a lot of my work is done right here, running ads in HighLevel, from sending out emails, booking, social, everything, all the things. So once this thing get trained up, baby, they will most definitely be able to plug in. And so if you could, don't message me while I'm talking. So if y'all be sitting, I'm talking to my support team because you're gonna throw me off, child. Y'all know I have ADHD. That is a superpower though. But if you need to just wait until afterwards, please do so because it's gonna throw me off. But anyway, so see, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying, but what I am going to tell you is we're going to create this from scratch, right? And I'm going to utilize chat, but eventually I see myself being able to use our AI solely because it's phenomenal. It really is, y'all. So watch this. So I'm going to go into, hold on, I'm going to close this out because I didn't realize I had pulled up TikTok. Tickety talk talk. Okay. All right. So we're going to go to chat GPT. And I am going to watch what I do. Uh-oh. Why is my keyboard not working? Okay. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell chat, I want you to create an AI agent in HighLevel that will identify leads that are a good fit for my visibility accelerator. Now, this is the dealio. One of the things that we have already done, y'all, is if you are in the challenge, then you've gone in and posted what your success funnel is, right? And so I'm going to then post this in here, what that is. So here's my premium 30-day visibility accelerator. Here is the details of my program. Right? And I'm just going to change this to say accelerator though. Our accelerator. Now, I don't just want to get it to schedule calls with anybody. So I want to make sure that these are people where it's going to ask them some specific questions. I would like for my agent to not just book anyone. It would need to be someone who is interested in visibility and also ready to invest in themselves. I don't want to flat out ask them if they are ready to pay, but I do not want to just get on the phone with any and everyone who knows they are not investing. My time is limited. Hello. I want them to be asked a few questions and then booked on my calendar. How many are we trying to get per week, y'all? 4 to 6. I would like to have at least 6 of these booked per week. And I want this agent to use the people who registered for my webinar, get booked, get seen, get paid. Even if they enrolled or not, I want to book calls with them. All right. Please create a prompt. So you see, I'm just trying to be as detailed as I want. You have to think about it. When you are talking to, let's say you hire someone to do some work for you, the more specific you are, the better. Just like when you hire a VA. That's another thing. Because like a lot of times we'll hire VAs and say, hey, I want you to go book me some sales calls. But you got to be able to tell them exactly what it is that you want. You can't just be general. Like, and if anybody wants me to share, do y'all want me to share this prompt that I just created that I'm going to get to give me a prompt? Anybody want me to share that? If you do, give me a thumbs up. Now, some of y'all ain't gave me a thumbs up the whole time. Y'all been in this webinar chat and not participating. Where we do that at? Where do we do that at? Now, I'm just playing. If you are watching on social media at this moment, we are going to be ending the stream because I am just going to be focusing on our community at this point. So listen, if you want to be a part of this community, all you have to do is go to bookprofitsclub.com. Our training that we do every Wednesday for the software is for the free ski. If you want to get access to the software, all you got to be is a VIP member. And so make sure that you upgrade to VIP today and lock it in. If you do not have access to the software, just simply send a message in Skool. Please use Skool. Do not message me. We don't have an email. We are using Skool for all support. So you want to message the software support if you are a VIP member. All right. God bless you.